J. Stevens, watching documentaries so you don't have to. 104.7 The Cave.
Hey, good afternoon.
It's morning. But that's okay.
When you've been up all night,
Hey,
it's all the afternoon.
when I wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time.
Oh, Mikey's spitting rhymes this morning.
By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus drive by. It's all right because I'm saved by the bell.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's right. That's what we're doing today.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's a good
morning time.
segue, Mike. Oh,
Thanks.
that's beautiful. I thought you were just singing to me to sing to me.
No.
Oh, look, we even got a picture over here of.
I haven't brought a show and tell.
What's
in a
this
recent-
kid's name?
What's this kid's name? He's actually your age, I would assume. He's probably.
I
you
think
guys
he's
are
probably 10 years younger than me, I think.
new.
What's his name?
Mark Paul Gossamer.
Mark Paul Gossamer.
Tyler, producer, look that up.
Look up his age. I'm going to say 46. I'm going to say 10 years younger.
I'm going to say he's about 55, 56.
I'm going to say 10 years younger, 46.
Wrong-o. But
Good looking kid.
maybe 50. Okay, I'll redo I say 50. I'm going to go 50.
Okay.
But I know he's definitely closer to you than he is to me. Oh!
Perfect. We split the difference. Good
Well,
job.
I would say
your
that
pick was in the 40s.
I said 50.
Oh, yeah, 50.
And your pick was in the 40s. Is this how you twist things
Oh,
to all your
God.
females?
Sorry. I thought
You're
your
like
pick
trying
was
to gaslight me.
I
You
did.
See
That was some
He's trying to gas.
I didn't even
Jordan.
try to. That was some gaslighting.
Jordan, if you need someone,
That was some gaslight. Yeah, make the sign. Make the sign. that you
just
need help.
safe word it
Yeah,
up.
no, this is a good looking kid. Look at this guy. Arms. Well, and they had two good looking boys on that show, right?
Well, I don't understand. Why are you
How many of these podcasts start with me talking about how good looking the guys are in it?
Also, he's a minor in this picture. Just FYI.
There?
Yeah, he's a minor.
He looks solid 19.
Dude,
I forget this is on video, too.
You're on video. You're like trying to make it like it's out there.
I
man.
love
it's out there
sometimes
now.
Mike just to put a smile on your face.
Well, we all know Jay's got a type, and it's
Mario Lopez is a good-looking
blonde
kid,
hair
too.
kids that are in their late teens, which we're not going to get into that. But yes, this week on Dark Side of the Stream, episode 277.
That's what we're doing.
Is my pick. It's just one episode of a series they do on HBO Max called Hollywood Demons, and this one was called After the Bell, which talks about Saved by the Bell, one of my favorite shows of all time. I'm not anywhere near. I will admit it to everyone that I've seen. I can tell you what the episode is within seconds. Now, the reason why I never watched it on Saturday morning cartoons, I was a little bit younger because it was like 89 to 92, 93. So I was about 7 to 10, 11 years old.
And I was not watching anything.
And Jay was trying to get laid in LA or Hawaii at the time. So he was definitely not watching this. But for years, TBS after school for about 2 to 3 hours would run back-to-back Saved by the Bell episodes and back-to-back Family Matters episodes.
So you watched those when you
Would
got home?
get home from school, get off the bus, I'd go into my room, I'd start building Legos or Connects or whatever I was into at the time, and Saved by the Bell would be on constantly. When I got older and I had a kid, my first one, once he got to about the age Oliver is now, I was like, I got so tired of watching Hannah Montana and It's Jesse and all those stupid
You said,
shows.
hey, check this out.
Even though I've seen them all, I was like, hey, can we take a break from this?
Can we watch?
Let me show this other show. And
He's down?
he loved it.
Cool.
Loved it.
Cool.
Even now, as a 19-year-old kid, because now, recently, I'd say about a couple months ago, we found out that there is a 24-hour Saved by the Bell channel for free.
Oh, my God.
And it literally just runs the gamut of all the high school into the college, all the specials, and then it just repeats every day.
Wow.
So for a couple weeks, when we didn't have anything on, we just throw it on the Saved by the Bell channel, right? Well, Oliver got into it, and now he is sucked in and wants to watch it all the time. And we're both kind of like,
over it.
It was nice. I don't really want to watch this again right now, but it's too late.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would like to think that I am an expert on this show. So much so to tell you, I could probably win a trivia contest, to be quite honest with you.
For those of you listening at home, he brought in a picture of a muscle-bound, good-looking California
Mark Paul
kid
Gossamer, and
with,
his name was
playing
Zach
a
Morris.
broom like a guitar is what it is. Playing a broom like a guitar.
Get a little zoom in on that.
If you're not watching it on video, this is what we're looking at.
Okay, so a couple years ago at the con, Mark was supposed to be there and Jesse was supposed to be there. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to meet Jesse Spano and Zach Morris in the same day. Well, Jesse ended up having to back out, but Zach still came and he was really nice.
Was he
super cool? Yeah. I mean, those things are really weird.
Yeah.
Because,
Doing the Comic-Con circuit,
I think they kind of approach it like, especially when I walked up to him, like, he probably looked at me covered in tattoos.
I thought you were going to punch
probably
him or
wearing a
something.
sleeveless
Yeah,
shirt. And I'm
right.
like just beelining it from him. He's like, what's this guy's deal?
Yeah.
And then he kind of realizes, oh.
You were a fan.
But I think different people got it at different points in their life.
Yeah.
And so, while all the stuff that happened after the show is been pretty public, there were a couple things about the show that involving some of the cast members that I did not know. And we'll talk about after the bell and what these kids had to go through, good or bad or indifferent. When we come back next, Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave.
Dark side of the stream, Mike the Intern and Jay Stevens, watching documentaries so you don't have to. 104.7 The Cave.
104.7 The Cave. Mike the Intern, Jay Stevens back in the studio. Dark Side of the Stream episode 277, Hollywood Demons After the Bell. One of the things I did not know was Peter Engel, the guy who put the show on and started, was a born-again Christian.
Yeah.
Did you catch that whole thing?
I heard that, yeah.
He had been blowing lines of cocaine,
Changed his life.
banging porn stars in L.A., living that gold L.A. life.
Yeah.
Then one day on the beach, sees a vision of Jesus
On the beach.
and decides to become a born-again Christian.
Yeah.
And that's how he ran the show, according to Slater and everyone else. Like, you couldn't cuss.
Yeah, it seemed like there was no funny business on this show like some of those other shows.
He can say that, but they were literally sexualizing minor high school girls.
Of course, yeah.
There is a swimsuit calendar that's
really?
sold in an episode, which is, again, like borderline. It's definitely exploitation, but it's like, so this guy who's a born-again Christian, don't cuss, but we can exploit these minor girls, no problem. Come on, man.
I'm almost thinking that back then, it wasn't as
back
frowned
then,
upon.
does it?
It wasn't as frowned upon. I'm just saying.
Does it make it? It does.
No, I know, but I'm saying back then.
I hate that. I hate that.
But it was a different time. It was it wasn't as frowned upon. I think
it wasn't
I
as
remember
frowned upon.
My junior high, I even feel like there was some type of a swimsuit thing the girls did. Like I feel like
bar whether it was right, it was frowned upon or not.
Yeah.
It wasn't right then. It is right now.
Yeah. They just.
I mean, you cool with Hendrix being in a swimsuit calendar, bud?
Well, I wouldn't mind her being a swimsuit calendar, but I don't think it just wasn't the same. It just was kind of more the norm. Times change and people change.
But my point is that I think it's hilarious that it's like when we played that show at the lake one time, and a dude came up to me and he was like, "Hey, at a certain point, can you guys like not say any cuss words at all?" Until like 9:30, because there were a bunch of families around. And as he's telling me this, there was an 18, 19-year-old girl walking by wearing nothing but string. Yeah. Like there was literally like a patch about that big in the front. And then a string like this in the back.
It's the
So I'm
funniest.
sitting there going,
I know.
So you're not cool with me saying the B word.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It doesn't make any sense to me.
There's a couple places at Lake.
It's
they
crazy.
call them. They say they're family friendly places, but yeah, you see everything.
And again, like yes, and you're right. The world was different at this time.
That's all.
But it is so exploitive of like the girls in the school. Anytime they touch on any kind of racial thing, it's definitely like, whoa.
Oh yeah,
whoa. How is this okay?
Oh, dude, remember All in the Family. Remember how that was?
But I just thought it was funny when they talked about the guy who put this on and how he's like
Christian guy
and was like, well, we can do this, but all this stuff was fine. That just didn't make any sense to me. Something else I didn't know was that Lark got stalked.
Yeah,
and her mom kept it from her, which good job, Mom. Yeah. I think despite her challenges post-show with her mental health and all that stuff, dissociative disorder and all that stuff, I think her mom did a really good job of like kind of guarding her from all those things.
I was worried when they were talking, when the mom was talking and stuff like that, and I was like, they're not showing the girl. I'm like, oh man,
it's because of the stalking
suicide
thing
or something.
No,
but then she finally, she's still alive.
Yeah. And she seems to be
beautiful girl too. Beautiful
dude, Lark
girl.
is okay. Kelly Kapowski and Jesse Spano, yes,
yeah,
good
they
looking.
were like the top one.
But I've always had a thing for Lark.
Yeah, she was very, very
Lisa Turtle,
girl.
man. And if you know, you know. Lisa Turtle, man.
Yeah, I didn't see really any of these shows. I mean, I'm sure it was on sometimes, but it was. I'm
Team Lisa all day long. And you know who else was Team Lisa? They dated for like 3-4 years.
Oh, right. This guy in the picture?
They were on and off for like a while. Now, the other thing too that I never really considered, because I never really, you watch a show, you don't want to ruin the romanticism of it, I guess. Mm-hmm. But the ages. Like I always thought, oh, there's no way they're like that age. But for the most part, him and Lark were the same. They were about 14 when the high school part of it started. The only one that was slightly older than the rest of them was Jessie. I think she was like 2 years older. The other thing that was different was that Screech was considerably younger than the rest of them.
Yeah,
like when they were 14, 11, he was 11.
Right? Yeah.
And just a little side trivia, there is in the episode where they're trying to convince, or Zach is trying to convince the rest of them that Slater's got this illness and he needs to go back to Hawaii or he dies. They put these like ants in his back and he gets up and starts dancing. The teacher's like, hey, this is study hall. I'm not Soul Train. That's Screech's dad, which I didn't know that either.
Wow.
So even a guy like me who knows a lot about the show, even through this documentary, I learned a lot. But when we come back, we'll talk about probably the darkest and saddest story about this whole thing. Next, Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave.
Dark Side of the Stream. Mike the Intern and Jay Stevens, watching documentaries so you don't have to. 104.7 The Cave.
Jay Stevens, Mike the Intern, Dark Side of the Stream, episode 277. This week we did Hollywood Demon After the Bell, which discusses the cast members and some of their plights after finishing Saved by the Bell. Immediately following the show, Jesse Spano, Elizabeth Berkley is her real name, would star in a show movie called Showgirls. Please tell me you've seen it.
I did not see it.
Dude, oh my God.
I know it. I know the gist of it.
You know who was up for that role? Drew Barrymore. And there was another one too that Elizabeth Berkley beat them out for that role. Like Drew Barrymore tried to get it.
Wow.
Can you imagine? It would have been crazy. And the dude from Dune's in it. What's his name? And he's, in all the Finch movies too. And he's in the newest, and he's in Fallout. He's the dad in Fallout.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? He's in it.
Yeah. Wow.
Tyler says it's Kyle something.
Tyler says it's Kyle.
But I was thinking he's
and Mario Lopez went on to be Hollywood.
Access Hollywood.
Hollywood,
and he Mark Paul, he also has had a pretty good. I mean, recently he had that show that I can't remember.
Yeah, like a cop
show. But it's actually
right?
pretty good reviews. And he's the other thing too. His mom was full Filipino.
Wow,
he's half Asian,
you can't
bro.
even see it.
He's half Asian, and when you see a picture of him standing next to her,
would think that.
You're like, "What?"
Yeah, you would never.
I had no idea for the longest time that he was half
had
Asian.
Strong genes.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
But back to Showgirls. I implore you to watch it, and there's actually a GIF that I'm going to show you off camera that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. But what it is basically she is on the stairs. And she's got a skirt on or something, but nothing underneath it. And she goes up to kick this girl off the stairs.
Barking spider.
And it's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, it's the whole thing. And I remember when I told Chris about this, I was like, dude, there's a scene in blah, blah, and she's like, there's no way it does that. And I go, it does. And you look it up, and
My dad did
whoa.
Pointer Sisters video that he edited, and they had to go back and redo it because one of the Pointer Sisters had no panties on, and same thing. It was
You're just
full on.
flapping on the wind,
Yeah.
man. That's great. I'm not going to squash that. I'd love to see it. It definitely flaps in the wind, and it's there. Interestingly enough, after I told this story to a friend of mine, he went home and got it
And zoomed in.
and they edited it out of that version. So if it's on like a streaming service or something, you probably won't find it. You have to Google internet search.
Got to go
it.
dark web to find that.
You got to find it there.
Tyler
'Cause
can find
they've
it.
taken that part out of the film.
Wow.
If we go back to the characters to say about the Belle, like Jessie was my least favorite. She's neurotic. She always says she's always high and mighty, but when it comes down to it, she's if not worse than the rest of them because she's so judgmental. And I know it's fake and I know it's not real, but because of that, I've always kind of had this.
But oddly enough, it turned out that the least attractive guy was very popular, Screech. He was very popular with the ladies and fan mail.
Yeah, and then I on that note too, after the rewatch of me doing Oliver right now, I would go as far to say he was the most talented actor because in time and time again, anytime they had to do an impression or like do like a weird dream sequence where he had to play a different character or something, he always did it. Yeah. And he always did a great job.
And he moved into comedy after this
he
show,
did comedy,
right? Stand-up comedy.
Had a sex tape.
Hey, all right.
Got involved in an assault.
Stab somebody
stab
accidentally
some
or something, but don't be carrying a knife on you, man. Come on.
I used to carry a knife in my boot all the time. I just always had it. It's nice it's a nice tool to have. You got to open a letter. You got to do something. Always had a knife in my boot.
Got a shank, a patron at a
I just
bar.
got tired of having to give him up at security at shows and forgetting about him and losing him. Is why I stopped carrying it. But yeah, he had his own demons.
Right. Now, do you think, because there was always a story that his dad stole all his money, but in this it sounded like maybe that wasn't the case.
It
what do you
doesn't
think?
seem like that.
It doesn't seem like
you
it.
look at pictures.
That was the rumor always, but this didn't seem like even his friend was like, look, man.
No, well, you see, there are pictures of him like as a child with like literally every G.I. Joe toy that you could buy. And supposedly they were telling him like, hey, you are getting access to a lot more stuff than most kids your age. So you need to appreciate this stuff. But with everything else, he missed out on a big chunk of his life and fundamental years that kind of shape us.
That
as
happens
people.
with a lot of child
And
actors.
I think that, and also he had just you could tell, maybe not so far in the last part of his life, but through the darker periods, he had a little touch of little man's disease where I think people would push him. And you know what I mean? And I hate to see that and I hate to say that, but it comes across in your actions. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, he would lose his life after a battle with cancer, and one sucked. And then you could tell that Lark still is, feeling
Really
supposedly she was the only one that reached out to him, I guess. But there was some bad blood because he had written that book about everyone, and then come to find out a lot of it wasn't true. And then he comes out and said it was ghost written, and that, you know what I mean? And so it's kind of like,
trying to make a buck.
Yeah. That is unfortunate because even if you have issues, like if you and I had a falling out, right, I wouldn't want to tarnish what it was that we built together.
Hey, look at that. Good job.
Because even when I look back at relationships, I look at it with that lens.
Yeah.
Like there's no way in hell I'd still be with that person, but I'm not going to squash those times.
There was a lot of good
because
times,
God, we lived life together and we built something that you should be proud of.
Right.
Doesn't mean you can't move your separate ways, but I think that got lost, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I mean, again, childhood actors, a lot of times there's a lot of issues,
Yeah, for sure. When we come back, we'll do our review of this Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave.
Dark Side of the Stream, Mike the Intern and Jay Stevens. Watching documentaries so you don't have to. 104.7 The Cave.
Jay Stevens, Mike the Intern, back in the studio one more time. Dark Side of the Stream, episode 277, Hollywood Demon, After the Bell.
Yeah, it was on, was it Hulu? Is that what
Well,
HBO Max.
it took me a while because I thought it was Hulu Disney Plus, and then it wasn't there.
HBO
and then I
Max.
had to go to HBO Max because that's the one that's got
Things get
the
confusing.
newest
Yeah, the new
version.
episodes. Very confusing.
So
I got
stupid, right?
confused as well. Yeah.
But anyway, I give it a solid. I give it a solid 4. The only reason I wouldn't go higher is because I felt like an hour and a half was a little bit too long.
Yeah, for sure.
And even though for like one episode, I was like, hey, it's just one episode. I thought it was only going to be like 30
Yeah, it was
minutes.
a little longer than I thought. But I'll go with 3.5. You know, I wasn't as familiar with the show, so I probably didn't get as much out of it as you. But I remember seeing the show and knowing the characters.
You never ran into any one of those in LA in your
No,
LA
not-
days?
Not them. No, never did.
Urkel?
Nope, never did. Urkel?
Yeah.
No. So.
Joey Bonaducci.
Ooh, I feel like yes. I feel like that's
The redhead dude, remember that
I feel
guy?
like that's a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know for sure. The other redhead, the girl, got into trouble. She seems to be better now. Her and her dad, Lindsay Lohan and her dad. Yeah, I had Brennan's with them. Yeah, that
She must have been like 12 when they were coming around.
That Hollywood. No, they were old. They were old. This was in 2008ish, in that range. And the Hollywood hotspot that I worked at, there was a lot of people that come through there like that. Those down on the dumps.
And Jay's here. I'm here to
catch.
you.
Here
I
to-
can fix you.
Here the bottom feed. Here the bottom.
I can fix
Here
you.
the bottom feed. Here the bottom feed. All right,
Yeah.
what are we watching next? Well, it popped up on my YouTube feed yesterday. Let me make sure I got the name correct here. Behind the Stage Door, free documentary on YouTube. Behind the Stage Door, it's about being the top grossing concert promoter back in the day.
I wonder which one it's about.
Rich Eiselman or something. Rich Engler.
Engler.
Yeah. Anyway, it popped up. It's free on YouTube. Hey, it's rock and roll
You
documentary.
know how we feel about promoters around here. I can't wait
I
to
know,
watch,
that's why.
watch the episode. As always, you can watch us do this live on Facebook or YouTube every Thursday at 9 a.m. That's when I play it on my show. Jay does it at 6 p.m. on Thursdays, or you can just always download these as a free podcast on our 104.7 The Cave app. I'm Mike the Intern. That's Jay Stevens reminding you, we watch movies so you don't have to.
to.
Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave.